everybody. Welcome on this bright and lovely Monday morning. Okay, I'm not even going to go into any personal details today, except to say that, thank God, Dragon Man is back safely from his leadership camp, whatever. We were slightly worried because he wasn't 100% well when he left, but he seemed to have enjoyed it. It was an experience and he is back safely. Anyway, so today I want to talk to you about Meghan's podcasts and what is going on with it. I see that Meghan is to receive yet another award for her Lemonada podcast, Confessions of a Female Founder, which was launched in April this year. Now, I'm totally stunned, okay? I just don't know where to go with this. What is happening? Reviews on that particular podcast were largely negative. We saw things like shallow, self-indulgent, overly sugary, lack of in-depth business advice, overemphasis of Meghan's personal experiences, lack of substance, self-indulgent, disappointing. Now, the first episode ranked 19th on the Spotify top podcast chart, number 2 on Spotify business category, but by the 7th episode, it had completely everywhere dropped out of the top 100. Okay, so I went and I did some homework for you. The overall top 10 business podcasts for April 2025 were the following. We Study Billionaires, Masters of Scale with Reid Hoffman, How I Built This with Guy Raz, The Diary of a CEO with Stephen Bartlett, HBR Ideacast, Marketing School, Online Marketing Made Easy, and I think it's £9Z, 9LBZ podcast. I can't read my own handwriting yet again. The Intrinsic Value podcast, Bigger Pockets Money podcast, etc. So please, don't do what the Sugars did and try to tell me she was tops in business podcasts, because that's not true. As a matter of fact, there is another podcast ranking website, which I did not know about until then, and Meghan was not even top 25 business podcasts according to PMS or Public Media Solutions. Okay, now, with all that well-researched information, can you hear the sarcasm? Please, I beg you to tell me why the F is Meghan receiving an award for Confessions of a Female Founder. Yes, indeed, it has been announced that Confessions of a Female Founder has picked up 2, not 1, 2, TWO, okay, 2 fingers up, honors at the annual Signal Awards for podcasting. Now listen to this. It won a gold award in Business, People and Entrepreneurs Shaping Culture category at the Signal Awards. It will also receive the Listener's Choice Award in the Business category. Now this last one is supposedly based on votes by the public. Now please tell me how this is possible. The listener's choice I can only explain by, say, her Sugars creating 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th accounts and voting twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times. I don't know. but I just cannot see any other way. Looking at statistics, looking at comments on numerous articles, looking at polls and facts, it just isn't possible any other way other than there has to be some kind of shenanigans going on. As for the other award, I honestly cannot see any other way other than there was some undue influence or money from someone. And again, it is unfair and impossible. And truly, guys, I can't stand the sight or sound of Meghan Markle. But I'm not basing my very strong opinion on that. I'm basing it on facts and statistics, which are there if you want to go look for it, and it is available to everyone. You, me, everyone. So somehow they are bullshitting and lying to all of us, every person with half a brain. And this makes me really angry, so very, very angry. I know what it takes to put a 15-minute video together and what it feels like to do it on your own. The editing, the cutting, never mind the research, the notes, and or a script. Obviously, some of the people on these podcasts may or does have help. But Meghan, she does absolutely nothing without a full team. Allegedly, according to her, she had 80 people working on this set of Love Meghan. Now tell me what for? Did the cameraman have 15 assistants and the makeup artist 20 or what? Anyway, they did not specify how many people were involved in recording Confessions of a Female Founder. I can almost bet you not less than 10 or 20. Anyway, the point is that a podcast or a video is actually work. It takes time, etc. And each and every person, whether he's an already rich businessman or poor startup, an economics student trying to pay study loans, or just a guy with a good idea, it does not matter. They all deserve recognition as much, if not more, than that woman, that empty vessel called Meghan Markle. It makes me sick to know that this piece of work, this low-class escort who somehow scammed a prince in marrying her, is actually taking these awards from people who are hundreds of times more deserving. This is not right. It is not fair. Actually, it would give me so much pleasure if for a change the truth is told. Because this is not just the work of Meghan Markle and her PR agency. But you know, this is also not the first time. Archetypes won the People's Choice Award for the Pop podcast in 2022. Meghan was named Top Entertainment Podcast Host, yes, I kid you not, at the Gracie Awards in 2023. And now this one? Honestly, I'm at a loss for words. I don't know what to say. If Meghan was good, and despite whether I like her or not, she stayed in the top 10 persistently, then I could go along with all this bullshit. But she didn't. She flopped to below 100 in the rankings. I'm truly sick of this. Every person with a podcast or video channel works hard. And it is in no way right or fair that Meghan Markle, number 6 on the Suits call list and a failed Duchess, walk away with these awards just because she managed to snare a prince and bullshit his family. And it is definitely not fair that someone behind the scenes is actually paying for this bullshit. Because that is something else you, my dears, can believe. This is definitely money exchanging hands. But who? Because that money is not coming from Meghan or Harry. So who? Pa? Yuri Milner? Ted Sarandos? Or some other high and mighty fool she slept with in the past and who she's now blackmailing or whatever? Or is that part of it Marcus Anderson's job? I don't know. Maybe they are in this kind of business together. Anyway, guys, today I have a choice. 1 hour long video or 2 or 3 shorter ones. I think because the topics are so varied, I'm going to go for the shorter ones today. So I will see you back here in a while. So until then, please hang on to your hats, ladies and gentlemen, and at the same time, take care of yourselves and stay safe. Bye.